everyone, welcome to Officers 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the era of CAIIB. First of all, Happy New Year everyone. And second of all, everybody, at this point of time, our Sabse Saste 5 days, or that is the lowest price is available currently. So if you haven't enrolled in our courses, then please avail because 85% discount is going on and it is ending today itself. So hurry up and enroll yourself in our courses and get the maximum discount of 85% along with double validity on our Mahapacks as well. So go ahead and check it out. And if you like this particular session, please go ahead and like it and share it among your peers. Because today I'm going to talk about something really important, that is how to score 70 plus marks in CIIB ABFM. I'll be telling you about the most important chapters and the chapters which are very important as well. I'll be telling you about the ways through which you can score more. And along with this, let's just start with the class and then we'll talk further. Right. Okay. Number one question: is it possible to score above 70? I have seen bankers going above 70 in ABFM, and 60, 67 was very normal even. There were bankers who scored 64, 65, 67, 70, 72. This was this is not something which is abnormal or something which is very high. This is something which is achievable if you are putting the correct effort and the chapters that you are taking up, you know what you are doing, right? You're not cramming the particular chapters, you're not focusing on the MCQs, but you are focusing on the conceptual understanding. I don't think there is any point where you can be stopped in terms of your learning, to be very honest. Now, in our CIIB, the blueprint is you have 4 compulsory subjects: ABM, BFM, ABFM, and BRBL. Our paper is paper number 3. From this particular attempt onwards, there is one particular thing that I've seen. 2 papers are definitely going to fall at the same time, be it any paper. This time, BRBL and ABFM were on second Saturday and Sunday. So that means this was back to back examination, which is very much, I would say, it's it's very confusing at that point of time which particular subject to be taken up, and since you are all working as well at the same time you are going for the examination, it turns out to be very troublesome. So let me tell you, it is possible to score more, but this means that you have to start your preparation right away. It shouldn't be like we will start just before the examination, maybe we'll start in the last week, maybe we'll do it in the last month. Don't go for the last if you're preparing for this examination and you're aiming above 70, because one particular exam, if you aim amongst above 70 for sure, then in terms of BFM there are so many bankers who say BFM is very tricky. So why don't you compensate your BFM with the other 3 subjects? If you have the other 3 and they can help you out, you score, if your score is above the minimum in terms of BRBL and every other examination you are scoring good, then you have a sigh of relief now. Why don't you opt for that sigh of relief? So that's what we are going to talk about. We'll be talking about ABFM. Now the next fact, what these are the 5 electives. I would still say if you're choosing the elective, one of the basic questions that had been asked is, okay, ma'am, which particular elective should we take? You should take the elective which you have already done with. You have already seen it. You have a basics about it. That is something that you should do. That's what I strongly believe in. Because if you have the basics sorted, you will never have a problem. You will have a problem when you are not sorted. If you are doing it for the first time, along with the 4 subjects, you have another 5th subject which you have no clue about and doing it for the first time, then what will happen is you are risking your examination. So that's way better if you know any of these subjects already, where you have to put lesser effort, that subject should be chosen. Okay, now done with this. Now, how to score good marks. Number one is to know your syllabus. You need to know how many chapters are there in the entire ABFM module and which chapters are a little more important than the others. What are they doing in terms of the trend setting, because 2 particular examinations have happened. So at least we have a little trend. Not the exact pattern is decoded or unlocked, but you have a little knowledge of what is exactly happening in our examination, isn't it? So first of all, you need to know your syllabus. Okay, so this is our syllabus overall, everyone. I hope it's visible now. Number 1, as you can see, we have the first module, which is module A. In terms of your preparation, this is the easiest module. This module requires almost uh, negligible effort because it is all pure theory. If you score well in this particular module, then most of the problems are solved. One of the most important chapters of this particular module is basics, and normally staffing, organizing, as well as directing is more important as compared to the other areas. Matlab this one is the most important, I believe. This time there were good number of questions from staffing, and the theorems which are covered in basics, they are also covered in directing. So there were questions from directing as well. So I would say these three are more important than the other three. Then when you move towards module B, this is actually a super good module because this is more scoring. Which particular chapters are the most important in this area? Unit number 8. This time there was a case study on it. We did it in the marathon. I did it in the particular classes even. And more than 5 to 6 marks. Good number of questions asked from financial leverages. If you do unit number 7, then you can do the hybrid finance. That is module D. Then along with this, if you are looking at this particular portion, then what other chapters can you do? With the sources of finance, you understand the entire financial terminologies in a way better method. If you do the unit number 9, you are not only prepared for unit number 10, not only prepared for unit number 13, 14, you are done with many chapters. So these three chapters are comparatively more important than the remaining. There were questions which were asked from this last unit 12 as well, right? So I would say in this every module, you'll come to know that three chapters are more important than the others. There is no psychology where I'll tell you, okay, don't do the other chapters, just do these chapters and go for the examination. That's a sheer misguidance that I'll be giving you, right? So let's talk about the module C now. Uh, let's look at this. In the module C, what do we have? Number 1, unit number 13. You have corporate valuation, an important chapter. Then this unit number 14, discounted cash flow valuation. This is also a chapter which you will find its basics from the capital investment decisions. That is unit number 9. So unit number 9 becomes very important because it helps you to understand not only unit number 13 but unit number 14 as well as parts of special cases of valuation as well. In the examination, there were more questions from this. Unit number 17 is the most lengthiest chapter, and yes, there are questions asked from this area. But this time, this was asked list. One particular unit, which is module D. In this particular area, there was a particular chapter, that is unit number 25, which was asked the maximum in this examination. Matlab SPAC was filled like anything, while this is just a 10-page chapter. But this was asked in the examination in way detail. In every single shift, I've heard so many questions coming up from this area. Then another important chapter is AI. You need to know about this not only for your examination, but for your life even. Very important chapter, unit number 19, based upon unit number 7. Don't move to unit number 19 without doing 7. Till the time you haven't done 7, till the time you are not done with module B, do not open module D. That's one particular thing. I am sorted with it. And even you should know about it because there's a connectivity. Unit number 19, 20, and 21. All these three units will come out of the particular unit of unit number B, unit B altogether. So, to be very honest, till the time you're not doing B, don't open up D. Okay, so these particular chapters are a little more important than the others. I would never say can I just leave the remaining because they are asking questions from each and every chapter, but certain chapters are more important than the others. Now, what to follow? Many people have started following random notes on the Google. Sometimes they don't recheck whether the place where they are following the notes are they from the IBF basis or they are from some other basis. I strongly believe that if you have to make a question, even the questions that I cover in my marathon in my regular classes, they're taken from the book only. I don't take the questions from anywhere else. Past basis questions or the IBF book. There is nothing else you should follow because your book covers 99.99% questions. There are hardly chances of 0.01% कि ठीक है, maybe there can be a question which is from outside. Otherwise, even the numericals are taken from the book itself. Next point, making quick notes. Module B and Module C has a lot of formulas. It has got a lot of models. There are so many concepts there. If you are not making the notes, then you are creating a problem for yourself because on the last day, when you are doing ABFM and you have a stress or doing the BRBL as well, because BRBL is also a very schooling subject. And comparatively, I think among all the four subjects, I will call it a little easier because there are laws. If you are interested in laws now, then BRBL is something that would be really beneficial for you. So, to be very honest, to be very practical, you should prepare quick notes, no matter from where you are studying. If you are compiling notes from multiple areas and collect it and write it in your own notebook, in your own way. Keep your own particular sticky note or something and start making those notes because that would be really helpful for you. Then comes focus theory on and numericals both. One particular thing that bankers have started saying ki, "Nini, we'll just do the theory, ma'am. The practical part is coming less." Now what they're covering is they're covering the entire numerical in the form of theory. So what theory you see, you'll be like, maybe I would have seen, but this is not very relatable theory because they are asking questions from the numerical portion in the form of a statement. Now that is also a numerical question. But people feel that nahin, that this is a theory question, this is asked, ma'am, we should focus on theory in the examination. We should expect at least 25 to 35 marks are basically from the area of numerical portion. Either they ask formulas, either they ask the perception or what do you inference of what you are getting from the numerical area. They can also ask you questions from the area of numericals in a trickier manner. So technically, for example, leverages was there in the examination, 5-6 marks straight from one particular chapter, which has just three formulas. Those three formulas just applied and nothing else to be done. There is no other thing. It cannot be made worse. It is already in the simple manner. So then you should focus upon theory and the numerical, both parts, because the clarity is required. Then read between the lines. This year, what has happened in the JIB area, we saw that they just gave a random question from the numerical part. Matlab, from an example, they created one particular question. So we were all said ki nahi, this time in the CIB they might also do the same. So we were all prepared and giving the questions in this area in the same on the same lines as I was preparing for GIB. So what happened was in terms of the CIB, I am preparing questions on the basis that you have to read between the lines because this practicality is inescapable that you will have to do things word by word. Now the next part is how is your preparation going on. This is the time where you need to know how is your preparation going on. Is there any mentorship required or you are doing on your own, because more than 600 pages are there in the ABFM module. So if you are a theory person, then you can finish off module A and module D first, but module D without module B is something which is not possible. Or if you are a practical person, then module B and C is something that you will love, but A and D is something where you will be counting your moments ki how many chapters have I done, oh god, one another page, this is very disturbing. So all those things will happen with you. Now the point is, to what extent are you ready to bear with it? If you feel that you can study on your own, then so it's good. But if you feel that nahi, I would like to go for some exam mentorship, because without that it becomes very difficult ki I'll pick up all those particular things before the completion of the entire examination. I'll be done with the entire thing again and again because revision is also required now practically. So if you are thinking about it that you need a mentorship, someone's guidance, so then you should open up the CIB and JIB. At this point of time, our CIB Mahapack is available at its lowest price. It will never go this low. It has, I think, in the last 2 years since I've started working with Adda there, I haven't seen such a price drop ever. So if you open up only the CIB Mahapack, it includes everything. Previous classes, current classes, even the future batches till the validity period. Then it will also include ebooks, test series, all the elective papers. Matlab all the electives are available. It's not that ki which elective you want to take, only you can watch that particular elective. No, you can watch any elective and you can choose which particular elective you want to give, because the examination is going to be in June, and in March you will have to select your elective. So use the code Y541 and you will see the price drop is major. You will get this particular Maha pack for one particular year for 5865.60. Matlab this is less than 500 rupees per month. So what are we waiting for? It is currently at 84%. Use the particular code and you use the app. You will get another 1% discount. That means the discount would be of total 85%. So you should look forward to it and purchase it as early as possible, so that if you are proceeding, then you're hurrying up, because ultimately if you are able to do it in time, then your preparation is going to be stronger and you'll be clearing the examination in a way better manner. So please go ahead and check it out on our website and our app for further details, and use the code Y541 to get 85% discount. Hurry up, the time is ticking away. Thank you.